You can call me the master chef, bro, because I have been cooking. What's going on, guys? Kamon here. So today I'm going to show you guys my first place undefeated Swordsoul deck post CYAC. And the best part about this deck, right? We got the ringworms. That's right. That sounds like a crazy sentence, you know what I mean? But yeah, I actually got all three finally, and I got a Chaos Angel. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the packs I pulled. So we're gonna do this for opening really quick. So let's do it. So I'm gonna show you guys the main deck, the extra, and the side. Like always, the whole deck is like different, and I'm still like figuring out stuff with it, but this is what I am messing with so far. This is what I like. So first things first, let's open up these packs and pull nothing. I'd be so mad if I pull another ringworm, because I bought one. All right, let's see. Pack number one. Probably didn't pull any. I don't think I'm gonna pull anything crazy. Oh, Numbers Evil. That's a cool card, I guess. Numbers Evil. All right. Let's see. Oh, that card. And for the final pack, let's see. Come on, Kamon, open them, brother. Let's see what I got. Probably nothing good. Yeah. Mana Dome. Woo! Okay. Got that out of the way. All right, let's get into the actual profile of why y'all are here for the spice, bro. But anyways, so it's pretty much the same, just a little bit different with stuff. I'm still cooking with it. So first things first, you play 3 Yugioh. You play her 3. She's actually very more important in 3 now because of the Chaos Angel. You know what I mean? Like having this on board, she's a light type. So like when you summon him, you want to summon your Chaos Angel with a light monster, because like that comes up so much. You know what I mean? So 3 of her, standard, honorary Swordsoul, and now standard lineup: 3 Moye, right? 3 Long Yuan, and 2 Taya. And I know the camera sucks. I will be getting a new one. Just give me time. If you guys want to support the channel, I have a Patreon. Check that out if you want to. But if not, just give me some time and I will be getting a brand new camera pretty soon. It's just, you know, these cost a lot of money. So letting that out there. Boom. So that standard Swordsoul lineup. For the 10 Ys are the same. I actually 3 Ashuna, 2 Vashuda, 2 Arihara, and the 1 Shatana. I'm still playing Circle. I think Circle is still really good in this deck. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you can just search out any other worm and add it to your hand is crazy to me. So it's like, why not play it? It's a good ash bait in my opinion, because you go activate this, activate Circle Tribute for cost. You know what I mean? Or usually, no something in the Moye effect, reveal for cost, and they go imperm, you go Circle, see you later. So I think Circle's still pretty good. Also, Shatana just got way better because of Ringworm, because you play a certain level 6 in here, which is very, very good. And doesn't matter, even though if you're locked into worms, you're still good to go. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all with the sice. With the sice? With the sauce. And now, the MVP. You play 1, 2, 3. You play 3 Ringworm. Not because the card is broken. I mean, it's good. You played 3 because you have no way to search it, brother. Unless you play Dragon Shrine, which I could theoretically experiment with. You know, you could go Dragon Shrine, send this to grave. But yeah, bro, this card is so good. This opens up so many more plays in this deck. It's crazy. If Konami made this a worm, it would have been over. You could play this at 2 and just search it out. But this card is so good. So he has 3 effects, right? The first effect, if you control a non-face-up effect monster, sorry, a face-up non-effect monster, you can just summon this from your hand, right? Second effect, oh no, third effect. So he has 2 effects. Second effect, if this card is in your graveyard and you synchro summon this turn, you can summon, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and then summon a level 2 Apple token, which is a worm, by the way. It's a worm, right? And the token can be used as a tuner or a non-tuner. So your normal play would be like normal summon Moye effect reveal, summon a token, right? Special this. synchro summon. You know what I mean? And you're good to go. Like, and it's so good. Like, bro, the plays for this deck have just gotten so much more stronger because of him. The fact that you can get an extra normal monster or non-effect monster is killer, bro. Killer. And you know the best part is, he could just be in your graveyard. You could synchro summon, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can even run Foolish Burial in here. Foolish Burial and Dragon Shrine. Like, you could generally run those. Like, this card is so good. I wish it was a worm. If it was a worm, it would. If this is a worm, you would definitely run Vessel again. Vessel at 3. Like, but yeah. 3 of those. And the last are 3 Ash Blossom. Because this card is still really good. The monsters are all the same except just the Ringworm. This card is sick. Like, if you're going to play Swordsoul, you need this card. It's so good. So good. Now for the spells, 3 Emergence. This is just your Rhoda of the deck. 3 Emergence and the 2 Heavenly. So these are your 5 Rhodas. This is the better Rhoda because you commit to nothing. This is for interruption kind of thing, and it makes your opponent miss. Also, it's funny because you synchro summon. You can, if this is in your graveyard, right? You synchro summon with the Ringworm in the graveyard. You can summon the token, activate this, banish it, and then you can add a Tinny from your deck to hand. Like, it's... I think Circle is so good, bro. If Ringworm was a worm, you would be playing Vessel, bro. It's so good. And now for more spells, we are still maining the 2 Thrust and the 1 Talent. You have a lot of spell cards and traps you can search, so I think Thrust is very good. I low-key want to play Talents at 2, but I'm fine with playing it at 1. So that's just for this. And I know Thrust is expensive. I apologize, but you don't have to play Thrust. I just play it because I have the card, so just play it. If you don't want to play Thrust, you could play Gold Sark. You could play Vessel, etc., etc. So playing those. For the 1-ubs, the 1 Sacred, I am running the 1 Swordsoul Punishment. This card comes up pretty often, and I am actually maining Gold Sark. Gold Sark is for when you want to have a non-effect monster on your field. You just banish the blackout in your deck to summon that, and then in 2 turns you'll get the blackout regardless. But Gold Sark sets up so many plays. Like, if you have blackout in your hand, you can just search out the Ringworm. You know what I mean? Get it to your hand for in the next 2 turns. You'll get it, etc., etc. You got to do. But Punishment is a very good card. This card is sick, bro. So this is a Swordsoul card, so it's searchable and it's pitchable and it's revealable and it's banishable, right? The effect is if you control a synchro monster, you can target 1 card on the field or in the graveyard and banish it. So this is a searchable spot removal, bro. And the other effect, if you can banish a synchro monster, and if your opponent controls a monster from the extra deck, add this card to your hand. This is good. It's good. Just, I recommend playing this at 1. You don't play it at 2 because it's recyclable. Just play it at 1, bro. It's good spot removal. There's been many times where I would go She Shall effect, search that out, banish your thing, and I'm good to go. And the last cards, oh, it's so funny because, boom, prime example. My opponent was playing Flunder. I specialed the Ecclesia, right? Summon the Moye, whatever, summon She Shall, right? She Shall, search that out. I use the effect to banish the freaking field spell. Normal summon Taya effect, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, I think it's so good. The last cards are 3 Imperm and the 1 Blackout. If you want to run 2 Blackout, you can, but in all honesty, I don't think you need 2. I think the 1 is just fine. Because when you banish it off of the Gold Sark, like, that's your chance of getting it. Plus, when you get it, you can just, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on how you want to play this deck. But that's it for the main event. It's 40 cards total. If you want to play Foolish Burial and all that stuff, you could play Foolish Burial just to send this Ringworm, because I think Ringworm is so good. I might actually play Foolish, actually. I think, yeah, I'm gonna play Foolish. Yeah, now for the extra deck. You need the tokens. Just get tokens if you can. Etsy. For the links, now hear me out. This is why I'm playing this. I'm only playing 2 Monk and the 1 Shaman. Yeah, I think because of Ringworm, right? We synchro summon a lot more. You know what I mean? So I think we don't need 3. I think the 2 Monk is just fine. Just be careful with your resources. You can banish it and then add it back. You know what I mean? But I don't think you need 3 anymore. But I think 2 is just fine, you know? And the Tindy Shaman, because Shaman is good. Now, the card I am running, right? The reason why you run Ringworm, the one Horus, bro. You gotta get your ulti, bro. Get your ulti now. It's like mad cheap, bro. So this guy is really cool. He's really, really cool. He's a level 6 worm synchro. He's a worm. So even if you use your Ashuna, you're locked in the worms, you can still synchro summon this guy. And he helps you synchro climb and everything. So he has 3 effects. I'm gonna read it off to you, right? If this card is synchro summon, you can activate the appropriate effects depending on the non-tuner monster used as synchro material, right? So, normal monster, right? This face-up card is unaffected by card effects this turn. Effect monster, target one other face-up monster card on the field, negate the target's effect. Pendulum, which doesn't matter. Your opponent chooses one monster they control and gives control of it to you, but it cannot attack this turn. So the pendulum never comes up, but the non-effect and the effect one comes up all the time, bro. So you can pick and choose, and you can make this easy because of Ringworm. You know what I mean? Ringworm makes this card. It's so good, bro. It's so good. Like, so you play one Horus. If you don't like the Horus, don't play it. But I'm testing out the Horus, and so far, I like it a lot. You know, it's a good worm. And now for the standard, the 1 Yazi and the 2 Boxia. Boxia is still good at 2. I wouldn't cut this to 1, honestly. I think 2 is way too good, in my opinion. And for the standard, I'm playing 2 Yugioh, the 1 Draco Berserker, and I'm still rocking the Dragite. There's been many times where I got there can only be 1. And I would specially Ecclesia, normal Moye, make the Dragite. Like, I needed something, you know what I mean? So I think Dragite is still really good. Plus, it's a good spell track renegade, so why not play it? Berserker comes up a lot more often now, and I will tell you why in a second, but let me get through the extra deck. Now for the 10s, Sinister, Yugioh, Baron de Fleur, and we are running the 1 Chaos Angel, bro. This card is sick. So, as it states, on Synchro Summon, you can target. So you can Synchro Summon this card by using a light and or a dark monster, right? But the best part is neither of them have to be a tuner. You can make one of them a tuner. So off rip, that's amazing, right? Is this card special summoned? So every time you summon it, right, you can target a card in the field and banish it, right? So that's amazing. So that's already 2 good effects. And the 3rd and 4th effect, right? Whatever, I think it's so whatever material, okay, so whatever material you use for this, right? He gains the following effects. So if you use a light, synchro monsters you control are unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent, right? So you have him on board, you synchro summon everything. If they nib you, they stay, bro. Right? And the dark one, synchro monsters you control cannot die by battle. Like, this is crazy. So you can summon this so easy, bro. It's so easy. It's a level 10, right? So making 10 is easy, right? But you want to summon it with a light or dark. Usually you can summon it with your Ecclesia. You know what I mean? Ecclesia is really good. Ecclesia and your long Yuang, so that's a 10, make it a light. But with the Ringworm, right? If you summon Draco Berserker and summon Ringworm, synchro summon these 2 into that, bro, it's not dying. Can't die by a battle, and it's unaffected by all monster effects. So like, there's been many times where I would bring this back off of my Shaman, and then normal summon Ringworm, synchro summon these 2, and to make this. Like, it's so good. I think this card puts Swordsoul on the map. Like, it's so good, bro. If you can get it while you can. I think it'll go down in price a little bit, but nothing crazy. That's it for the extra. For the side I just threw together before the tournament, and it did pretty well. So 3 Divine Incarnate. I think this card is sick. Just play it. I believe it gets past that Pearly thing. You know what I mean? I think. I'm not too sure. It didn't come up, but in theory, it should. It's very good against Cashtira, too. So 3 of those. 2 Exceed Encore. I think this card is really good. And 2 Cosmic Cyclone for back row. Lightning Storm is okay, but this is just way better because against Runic. This is mainly for... This can be for your Kashtira matchup, and this is for Pearly. This card is so good. So good. The one Duster and the one Regeki. Since we do main Thrust, searchable wipes, you know what I mean? So why not play them? And the last cards are 3 Evenly, also searchable, and 3D Bear, also searchable. Like, it's just self-explanatory. I think you should utilize, if you have Thrust, utilize Thrust, but this is fine. I'm not really worried about getting Kaiju too often, because, like, Ringworm, bro, it's so good. But anyways, that's it for my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my first place Synchro Swordsoul post CYAC. That's like a mouthful. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm working on the dual videos now, so give me a second. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, man. Have a good one. Peace.